My mom said, my house, my rules, one too many times. So I read the actual lease. Turns out her rules weren't even legal. Okay, so this happened when I was 19, living at home, working part-time, and paying my mom $400 a month in what she called rent. Her words, not mine. She had a whole speech about it. You're an adult now. This is the real world. My house, my rules. You pay rent like everybody else. Cool. Bet. Here's the thing about my mom. She's smart, she's tough, and she absolutely did not expect me to take that energy seriously. She thought rent meant she got $400 and I got nothing in return except the privilege of not being homeless. But I'd been working at a property management company since I was 18, filing leases, processing maintenance requests, sitting in on tenant dispute calls. I knew things. The week she started calling it rent, I went home and typed up an actual lease agreement, month to month, standard residential terms. I included everything: quiet hours, guest policies, shared space usage, and most importantly, a maintenance and repair clause. If the landlord fails to address a maintenance issue within 72 hours of written notice, tenant may deduct repair costs from rent. I printed 2 copies, walked into the kitchen, and slid one across the counter to her with a pen. She laughed so hard she almost choked on her coffee. I didn't laugh. I just tapped the signature line. She signed it thinking it was hilarious. I signed it. I kept my copy in a folder. 3 weeks later, the bathroom faucet started leaking. I sent her a text, written notice, time-stamped, explaining the issue and requesting repair within 72 hours per section 4B of our agreement. She texted back, LOLK, day 4, still leaking. I called a plumber, $65, handed her a rent check for $335 with an itemized deduction receipt attached. The silence that followed was genuinely spiritual. She called me into the living room and gave me the full, I cannot believe you face. Eyebrows up, arms crossed, the whole production. I pulled out my copy of the lease, turned to section 4B, and read it aloud to her in my most professional voice. She snatched the paper, read it herself, read it again. Then she said, and I will never forget this, I didn't think you'd actually use this. I said, you told me this was the real world, Mom. She pointed at me for a long time without speaking. Then she walked away. After that, the dynamic completely shifted. She fixed stuff fast. I paid full rent. We actually started respecting each other's space in a way we never had before, because suddenly there were written boundaries instead of vibes. She still brings it up at family dinners, tells the story herself now, always ending with, I created a monster. Last Christmas, she got me a framed copy of that lease as a joke gift. I hung it in my room, unironically. If your parents want to play adult rules with you, just make sure you actually learn the rules. They're usually counting on you not to.